Hi, I'm Bad at Buttons, and I stream a variety of games over on Twitch, Mondays to Fridays, 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's been a while since we first streamed Rise of the Tomb Raider as we finish off Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and this video is a recap of that first Rise of the Tomb Raider stream if you missed it, or if you just want a refresher before we return to the game later this week. Spoilers for the first 3 to 4 hours of the game, obviously. Let's go. We start off with Laura and her friend Jonah climbing a snowy mountain looking for a lost city that her dad, Lord Croft, knew about and had been looking for before he passed.
The lost city's up there, somewhere.
That's gonna be a hell of a climb.
Have these people never heard of ropes?
Are you okay?
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, look. He has a rope on his fucking backpack, and he just attached it to her. Now they use ropes?
But keep close to the wall.
Okay.
She's already in a harness. This rope isn't gonna... Oh, are we just tied together? Okay, I can get down with that.
Let's take it slow and
I thought he
steady.
was, like,
Just
belaying
stay
me
with
down there. Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Y'all should be wearing helmets. This is just not safe.
Can you make it across?
I can make it.
I could not make it. We died. See, the rope here just makes sure that both people die. Laura gets separated from Jonah and tells him to go back and find shelter because this is a single-player game.
Go back, Jonah. Get to shelter.
I'm all alone, all by myself. There is no one here beside me. I'm all alone. Yes, all alone. Now we'll zip line down to die, yeah. And we're sliding down some ice, outrunning an avalanche. Oh no, this rock is moving. This is definitely not safe. Then we get a flashback to London and are hearing a recording of Laura's dad about looking for everlasting life as a mysterious person is looking at his weird conspiracy board in the dark with a flashlight.
A truth not of science,
Rasputin?
but something more profound.
Rasputin.
The key to unlocking everlasting light.
Lord Croft is paranoid about a group called Trinity.
They're following me, watching my every step. I know them by name now. Trinity. Ancient
And is worried about Laura and Anna, who seems to be a stepmother figure's safety.
I must proceed carefully for the sake of my family, if anything were to ever happen to Lara or Anna.
Laura enters, and the mysterious person is gone through a window. And then Anna enters separately. Was she the one who was in here before? Laura informs Anna that she's going to the Prophet's tomb in Syria, but Anna does not want her to go.
Don't go down this road. You know where it leads.
I'm going to find the Prophet's tomb, Anna.
Cut to Syria, and Laura is driving in a hired ride whose driver had sold her out to Trinity. Didn't pay off for him as he dies right away as we arrive at the tomb. Hey, we're at the destination. You have arrived at your destination. The cave you seek is ahead on the left. Laura leaves all her gear in the Jeep as it explodes. Get your bag before everything burns up. Also, GPS is useful. No. Climb up the mountain and find the tomb, and Trinity is here too, so there is some urgency as we learn Greek by looking at old pictures.
It's the Prophet, speaking with a foreign army. He convinced them to lay down their weapons.
Oh. We learned a little bit of Greek there looking at a picture. I didn't know I could learn Greek by looking at pictures. Throughout the tomb, we find ancient scrolls that suggest perhaps this tomb is being built as a ruse because the actual prophet is still alive, despite someone claiming to have killed the prophet himself. So the new prophet must be false, but it doesn't matter because everyone's going to die in this big fight at the tomb anyway. Who knows? I feel like you could grab any one of these things to have as a weapon, girlfriend. We got spears, we got swords, we got clay pots. Really, any of it will do.
Come on.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have gotten your glow stick from the Dollar Tree. Again, like, this sword's not even in somebody's body.
Stunning. We made it, Dad.
Well, you made it. Poor old Pops. Dead. We make it to the middle, and the tomb is empty. Is there a body in the tomb? No.
It's empty.
Laura hides in the tomb to surprise Trinity, who is looking for an artifact.
Who the hell are you?
You're a smart woman. I suspect you already know.
Trinity.
We steal Constantine's bomb trigger and blow up this priceless ancient tomb in classic British archaeological respect. Narrowly escape, conveniently stopping to catch our breath at a mysterious cross symbol. That really ancient wall is not going to hold on to a lot of water, I don't think.
What's this?
Cut back to Lunda, and Jonah joins Laura as she's researching more about the Prophet's tomb and that cross symbol.
Legend says that on the eve of the invasion by the Mongol horde, it sunk beneath a lake.
What does this have to do with the Prophet's artifact?
The same symbol.
She tells Jonah that she wants to go to Siberia, but Jonah doesn't want to go on a wild goose chase.
Real.
I don't care if it's real. I've lost too many friends. I don't want to lose you too.
Dad never made the connection to Katash. He gave up everything for this.
Including you.
Then Trinity attacks her, and Jonah's mind is changed to keep the bad guys from the wild goose chase. Don't let him get away with that book. We need that book.
Siberia it is then.
Now we're back in Siberia at the beginning of the game and learn that Jonah is safe, but Laura still needs this to be a single-player game.
Laura, are you there? I made it to shelter.
Jonah?
I need to do this alone.
We get to shelter and hear that Trinity is also here and looking for the artifact, but there's also an organization called the Remnant that's resisting Trinity.
Men are scouring the ruins in the mountains. If the artifact is here, we'll find it. And what of the Remnant? They continue to resist us, but we'll have the situation in hand soon enough. Good. Trinity has faith in you.
Trinity.
But what's the Remnant? We make a bow so that we have a weapon, and we find some Mongolian ruins. That's another language to learn. And we learn that there's a bear. And we find an abandoned Soviet Cold War station.
Oh shit. What the hell was that?
That was a bear. See, in the subtitles it said bear roaring. Can you not read the subtitles, Laura? I can't help but think this was a stupid thing to do. Piss the bear off more. We get some flashbacks of Laura's dad prepping to go to Syria when she was a child and that this trip might ruin his reputation, but he doesn't care because it's important. Child Laura just wants her dad to stop and just be her dad.
Someday, you'll understand.
I don't want to understand. I just want you to stop. Be my
Aww.
dad again.
We see a cutscene with native people, are they the Remnant, running from Trinity, one of which is named Sophia. And we learn that Trinity is looking for a missing survey team. I think the bear got them. Sophia, you and I can be friends. Then we make some poison arrows and defeat the bear. Run, 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 run. Oh, he coming. Oh, Lord, he coming.
What's on time?
I killed a bear. We walk through a glacial cavern and explore an ancient ship called Maria Adula encased in ice. We learned that this ship was chasing after the false prophet by Trinity, and that Trinity was straight up having them tow this ship across the land in chase.
A
Ooh.
Byzantine war galley. How the hell did it get down here?
That's so wild. Heck yeah. We also learned that the prophet has left the Empire's territories and continues to evade Trinity, and that he can seemingly speak any language, whereas Trinity was limited to the dozen spoken in the Empire. We finally meet Sophia, who says that Trinity has only been here a few days and has taken many of her people prisoner. Laura wants to be friends, but Sophia threatens to put an arrow in our throat if we see her again. Laura thinks that Sophia's people are descendants of the prophet's people.
I came here for something important.
So did they. If I see you again, I'll put an arrow in your throat.
Next, we make our way into the Soviet installation, and we find various recordings that suggest there are some contractors here with Trinity who are not so sure about the morality of this mission. We also find some old journals from the Remnant from when the Soviets set up base. At first, they weren't sure if the Soviets were here for natural resources or the divine source. That's the artifact everyone's looking for. Oh, there he is. But they're going to fight the Soviets either way to protect the source. Turns out that the Soviets were just there for natural resources, and that the Soviets are going to be winning that fight against the Remnant. The dude fears the Soviets discovering the divine source. All right, I'll take a gun. We come across a couple of Trinity operatives interrogating a Remnant man, and we try to save him. He's mumbling Greek that translates to the holy God, holy prophets, and then says that they have someone imprisoned before he dies. Speaking Latin. Then we see Constantine squeeze someone's eyeballs before he gets called away to the prison because someone might know something about the artifact. Oh, not the neck break, but the eyeball squeeze. We then find a mysterious man who isn't my enemy, but won't tell us who he is. He wants us to destroy Trinity's communication towers to earn his trust and the trust of his people, so we do.
All that can come later. If you want answers, then listen close.
I'm listening.
We've managed to destroy the old radio tower, but there are repeaters that keep them connected. We need to shut them down. Help me, and I'll let the others know they can trust you. We need all the allies we can get.
All right. While doing so, we learn that this prisoner we've heard so much about is the leader of the Remnant. Later, we overhear Constantine talking on the phone with Trinity leadership, pleading his case that he will succeed. It is clear that Constantine is not the head honcho, and that this organization is much larger than what is here in Siberia.
It won't. You sent me for a reason.
While eavesdropping, Laura gets captured, and we wake to Anna being held prisoner with us. But it turns out she's not on our side, but works for Trinity. I don't trust that Anna's a good girl.
I don't know.
I think she's a bad girl.
I can't remember.
I think she doesn't look beaten up and shit. I think they just put her in here as someone that Laura trusts.
So sorry. Don't touch her!
That's enough. She doesn't know.
Called it. Then we get put into a cell next to another prisoner who may or may not be the Remnant leader. But Laura refuses his help and refuses to help him. Again, single player game.
Trick. Can you get us out of here?
There's no us. I don't even know who you are or why you're here.
Far without me.
You don't know how far I've come.
And that's where we stopped. I'll be picking Rise of the Tomb Raider back up on Thursday, March 30th, right after we beat Zelda Twilight Princess over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/badatbuttons. If you want to see me play the rest, be sure to follow me there. I stream Mondays to Fridays, 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and I let chat choose my games through a vote we call Wildcard Wednesday, and games I like go into my queue. The next game after Rise of the Tomb Raider is Earthbound from the SNES. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.